been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Sheds off the tackle. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Here's Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. Oh, a heck of a move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 25, here's second down and 7.
All right. Ready, team. Time on three, kick. Out.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Second and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle to Smith. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Up the middle, Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On play action, here's Tua. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Tua going to give this to Wright. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Third down and 13.
Ready. Ready, team, with it.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why? We'll go 47. Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go again with Blue. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
6-yard line.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Dolphins nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Tua going to change the play.
Watch it, Oscar.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A run straight ahead with H.M. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Tua. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Prescott now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
3rd and 12.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Prescott from the gun. He'll try to pick it up himself. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 12. To throw is Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now he's going to step up. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
All right, come on. Hey, 21, TA. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Out of the gun, they run with glue. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bradley Chubb drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yeah, ready.
The drive starts with a run from H.M. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Their 48-yard line.
Hey!
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, 47!
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 56 yards. And the Cowboys are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Aubrey good with the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Dolphins 6. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine that he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now H.M. on first and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Tua going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10.
All right, come on.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Dolphins 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen to Smith. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Here's Smith now to return. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Get right here. Out.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Wright, 87 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. A little juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
And they will take a knee here. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
At the 49-yard line.
Get safe. Go ahead. Ready, team. We're done.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Yeah, here we go. I take mine.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, here we go. Wide, ain't it?
And they take a knee. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Commissioner Goodell doing the honors as he hands the Lombardi Trophy to America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.